friends, let's apply Thevenin's theorem to a problem. This time I will take a problem with more number of sources, but still the concept of application of Thevenin's theorem will remain same. So let's see. So in this problem, I am having two voltage sources of the values 10 volt and 5 volt with two current sources 5 ampere and 2 ampere, and resistances are given 2 ohm, this is also 2 ohm, one more resistance of 2 ohm, and this is 10 ohm. Our job is to find out the current flowing through the 10 ohm resistance, which is our RL, using Thevenin's theorem. We have a standard procedure to solve a Thevenin's theorem. Let's follow that. First, we need to calculate VTH. For that, a necessary modification is required in our original circuit, and that is we need to remove load resistance, which is 10 ohm in our case. So the circuit will look like this. So once I remove the RL, it will give you open terminals A and B, across which I need to find out a voltage which we call as Thevenin's voltage. Rest of the part of the circuit will remain as it is. Now let's apply nodal analysis to solve this problem. So I will consider this node as X having voltage Vx, and I will consider this node as Y having potential Vy. Let's not forget the very important concept, that is a reference node. Now see properly, VTH is nothing but voltage between points A and B, which is ultimately is Vy. So if I get the value of Vy, that is my VTH directly. So let's solve. Here I will take this branch current same as the current direction, same way for this current source. It is same as this current source. Now there are three branches left. For that I will select random current directions, and here one more branch like this. I select current direction downward, which is outgoing for this particular node. So let's apply KCL at node X. So at node X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches are connected. Out of that, 2 are incoming and 3 are outgoing. So we need to write the equations properly. So let's write equation for the incoming current. It is 0 minus Vx. So in a current direction like this, I am having a voltage source whose changing polarity minus to plus as per current direction. So it is plus 10 divided by resistance of that branch is 2. Remaining incoming current is this 5 ampere. So it's plus 5. As we said, remaining 3 branches are outgoing. Out of that, one is a current source of 2 ampere. Equation for this branch current is Vx minus Vy divided by 1. And third outgoing branch current is this Vx minus 0 divided by 2. So it's a Vx minus 0 divided by 2. So let's rearrange the terms. So I will get Vx, I take the coefficient of this is 1, this coefficient is 1 by 2, and if I take this term on this side, I will get one more coefficient of 1 by 2. Vy, only one term is present having a coefficient minus 1, equals all constant I will keep this side. So already available constants are 10 divided by 2 plus 5, this 2 will come this side, which will become minus 2. So if I simplify, I will get Vx 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus Vy minus 1 equal to 10 divided by 2 is 5, 5 plus 5 10, 10 minus 2 is 8. Equation number 1. Similarly, I can apply KCL at node Y. So at node Y, I am having 1, 2, 3 branches connected. I am not considering this as a branch because it's not closed. So only 3 branches are there. Out of that, 2 are incoming, 1 is outgoing. So for incoming branch current, it is 2 plus Vx minus Vy divided by 1, and only outgoing branch current is this started at Y ending on reference, and in the direction of current I have a voltage changing polarity minus 2 plus, so I will write it plus 5 divided by resistance of that branch is 2 ohm. So let's rearrange the terms. So Vx coefficient is 1, Vy minus 1, I will take this part over here, so minus 1 by 2, and all constants on other side. So already available constant over here is 5 by 2, this 2 will go that side, minus 2. Equation number 2. We need to solve these equations in order to get Vx and Vy. I will get Vx as 5.75 volt and Vy as 3.5 volt. Remember, I told even if you are getting a Vy, that is nothing but a VTH. So it's very simple. I got a Vy as 3.5 volt, which is nothing but VTH. I am getting a positive answer, means polarity that I have assumed is correct, A positive with respect to B. Step number 1 is over. Let's go to second step. Step number 2 is all about calculation of RTH. For this, we need to do certain modifications to the original circuit. That is, we need to remove RL, which is 10 ohm in our case. Two current sources are given of value 5 ampere and 2 ampere, need to be open circuited. Two voltage sources are given 10 volt and 5 volt, need to be short circuited. So if I do this modification to original circuit, I will get circuit which is like this, having only resistances. These are the points A and B through which we have to find out the RTH, and resistances are 2 ohm, this is 2 ohm, 1 and 2. Now I need to find out the RTH by using series parallel combinations. So I will start from here. 2 comes in parallel with 2, giving an answer 2 multiplied by 2 divided by 2 plus 2, which is equal to 1 ohm. So if I reduce these two resistances into 1 ohm, I will get circuit like this. 1 ohm come in series with 1 ohm, 2 ohm as it is. So equivalent of these two will be 1 plus 1, 2 ohm. If I redraw the circuit, I will have 2 ohm resistances in parallel like this. So 2 parallel 2, these are the points A and B across which we have to find out equivalent resistance, which is RTH, is given by RAB 2 parallel 2, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 divided by 2 plus 2. So if I solve, I will get RTH as 1 ohm. Step number 2. Third step, just to draw a Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Having VTH and RTH in series. So VTH we have calculated as 3.5 volt and RTH is 1 ohm. These are the points A and B. Step number 4 is calculation of IL. In our case, we have removed load resistance which is equal to 10 ohm. So we will connect back into the circuit because we need to find out current flowing through it. So IL equal to VTH divided by RTH plus RL. So it is 3.5 divided by 1 plus 10. If I solve, I will get IL as 0.3182 ampere. A positive answer implies current will flow from A to B. So here we have finished yet another problem of Thevenin's theorem. In subsequent video, we will solve more numericals based on this. Thank you.